extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. And the Aztecs will put total leather to crank us up. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Nevada's offense takes the field. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need him.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
No, you got to hold on to that rock, but it would be nice. I think this offense would really open up with some more consistency at this spot. Now, a running back they can really depend on. He becomes that guy. If he can grow into that, this offense can take that next step.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Purdy. Got his man downfield. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing at the wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
The Wolfpack need this 3rd and short to keep the drive moving. Surging forward on the sneak.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
The Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw on first down. Moves away as he feels pressure. At the 45 on his way. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away and you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Grabbed behind the line, it's Turner. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
Brings up 2nd down.
The Wolfpack might think about being aggressive on 2nd and short. Looking to throw, it's Purdy. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down, and likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And that's a good response by this defense. They gave up some yards, obviously some plays, more than they wanted to, but when it got to the area in the scoring zone, in the area where it really matters, nice job on 3rd down, getting the sack, and possibly forcing the field goal.
They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. Absolutely perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So the San Diego State Aztecs offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Now on first down from the 30. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got the big tight end on the corner route. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Off play action. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
The Aztecs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, San Diego State. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a touchdown pass from 59 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Off play action on first down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
5 yards on the play. Brings up second down.
That'll do it for the quarter, guys, and San Diego State is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Negative play on first down. That's what a defense always wants. Give to the running back. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Nevada way behind the sticks on this third down play. Dropping back, it's Purdy. Throws to the wideout. He's open on the right. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
And tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
This Nevada offense really has it going. They'll give it to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Offensively, you want to run that counter, right, to try to take advantage of hyperactive defenses, but just poor execution. Not a good job of understanding where I need to go when I bounce that thing backside, and it bounced outside. You want to take that thing inside, so the offense needs to operate a little bit better and maybe not run as much counter because the defense got in there pretty quick.
Here's the heat. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets to the 14.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
So now it's 2nd and long. Trying play action. Grabbed over the middle. It's Napier. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Got it in the middle. It's McClure.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
2nd down.
And the Aztecs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Unloads it left. It's caught downfield. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
The Aztecs will have it 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Adams. Inside the 25, stopped at the 24. Clock will stop to move the chains.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
And the Aztecs didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He's going to run it. He'll be pulled down. After a good run, they'll mark it at the 15. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Aztecs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Sutton. Goes out of bounds, but they'll be set up with a 1st and goal.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Aztecs have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are. Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on 3rd down?
Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
And they decide to trot out the kicker. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. The field goal is no good. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. Back to throw, it's Purdy. Makes the catch. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A 1st half that saw a little bit of everything there in Reno. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this 2nd half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Mackey Stadium.
Nevada set to kick off to start the 3rd quarter. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Makes the grab. It's Boston. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
The Aztecs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Gonna take a shot on 2nd and short. Pressure coming. They get to him, and boy, did this defense need that.
Nice play by this defense again, and I feel like it's a broken record, doesn't it, guys? Like, seriously, both defense playing at a high level. Which offense can get a spark, make a big play, and get something going?
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
They kick it away on fourth down. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Purdy. It's complete to the left. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Nevada needs to convert on 3rd and short to keep the drive alive. Pulls it in, turning it on, and he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
And we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Nevada comes to the line after getting the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Brown. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give him a first down.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. They're working that left side. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
Nevada comes to the line on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Wolfpack! And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Set to kick this one away.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. To the air on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Lets it fly on the move. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
That's a really good play. That's a bomb. That's thrown way down the field. A lot of time for me to do what? Get a little bit handsy, get my hands, force a PI. Stayed calm, did a nice job staying the course, got his hand on the football for the deflection.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Now the play fake. Fires to the big fella. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Sutton. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
We've reached the break. It's Nevada holding the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. To the ground to try to move the chains. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
A bold decision to go for it on 4th down and one that did not pay off. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll try the run. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Back to throw, it's Purdy. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
When offenses practice the situation, this is 4-minute offense. You've got the lead late in the game. You're trying to bleed the clock and just get first downs. They do that, they stay in bounds, and the clock keeps ticking.
The Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
I know you took a loss on 1st down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Wolfpack trying to dig deep into the playbook on this 3rd and very long. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. Now improvising. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. They're in makeable field goal range. They could tie the game, but instead they'll go for it on 4th down. Looking for a push on 4th down. Gets it inside the 5, and now it'll be 1st and goal from the 4. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. With the run on 1st and goal. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play.
Well, 2 things you're thinking about here offensively is, 1, you want to take as much time off the clock. But 2, you really want to score another touchdown to make this a 2-possession game. You could almost ice it if you can find a way to get in the end zone here. Just take your time. Don't snap it too quickly.
Yeah, I think my thought process needs to be points are good. Because if I get a field goal here, that's fine. I take the lead by more than a field goal. They got to go the length of the field. But I also want to run this clock, let it continue to work. But the goal is to get a touchdown. So let's see what this offense dials up next.
Trying to punch it in. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the 4th.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
First order of business here, don't give up a big return, then the defense just has to keep them out of the end zone. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. With the catch, it's Napier. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Here's a throw downfield late.
Well, you look at the clock, we've got time for 1 more play, but they're out of Hail Mary range here, needing a touchdown to win this game. This is going to be a last-second, last-chance play that they practice, by the way, throughout the week. It's going to involve probably a lot of laterals. We've seen crazier stuff happen in college football.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it.